Moses speaking.
Yes, this is Eddie Walker. I am calling regarding an incident that regarding a chemical that someone had.
Oh, okay. Can you hang out 1 second? Let me change phones real quickly, sir.
All right. Hello.
Yes. Go. Now I can hear you much better.
All right. I've been having a problem with people throwing chemicals on my property, and they've broken into my house several times and have sprayed the chemical inside. The fire department.
Okay. Where's your property at?
On 120th between Avalon and Central Boulevard.
Okay, 120th between. Okay. And they're throwing chemicals on your property?
They're throwing chemicals on my property. The LA Police Department came out at the end of January along with the fire department, and they walked around and they saw everything, but they made a statement telling me that they wanted me to catch the person that's doing it, basically, and find what it is that he's pouring. Since then, they have continuously poured this chemical on my property, and I've been flushing it, and it's flowing in the streets all the way down in front of Magic Johnson Park. Well, I went to the store, and I was ordering my groceries, and a lady literally in front of me started smearing her finger over the ice cream that I bought. And so I know what the chemical does. When I came home, I opened the ice cream to eat it, and it was filled with the chemical. The same way that it affected my food when they sprayed it in my house was exactly what happened when she rubbed her finger over my groceries. What I did is I filed a police report today with the Southeast Division, and I took a couple of the items, including the ice cream, down as evidence. They said that they don't have any place to store it, but I just thought about it, and I was wondering, because this is a crime, and it is related, I believe, to what is going on here at my house, and it is the first time that someone has been caught on camera doing this, that the fire department would be able to test this chemical before the evidence is destroyed, because the store will.
Well, here's the thing. We can't. Since we're the fire department, we can handle a spill and that stuff. But this is a crime. I mean, what is LAPD telling you? They're not going to come out? Because if there's a chain of evidence, which that would be that they need to come out and address the chemical, and that is something that they need to determine the crime, because we're not on that end of the thing as far as testing. Whether, like right now, we don't test stuff on private property. We don't. But if there was an active spill going into the streets and all that other stuff, we're going to come out and do our best to mitigate it, and then we're going to bring out health hazmat to take care of the cleanup.
Okay, well that's the problem. This stuff.
Okay, and then was it LA City Fire or LA County Fire that responded?
I think it was Station 46.
Okay, well that would be LA City 46, so that is not in my jurisdiction.
Okay, well just to inform you, there was a hazardous situation at Ujima Village, right into Magic Johnson Park, the former Wilmington Recreation Center. This chemical right now, like I said, my water bill is $12,000 to show you how much water has been poured on this. All of that stuff has been flowing almost a quarter of a mile or half a mile in the streets, all the way down in front of Magic Johnson Park, and it has been scattered around by the street sweeper. And so this stuff is visible all up and down the streets.
So you're saying so the active spill area would be between on 120th between Avalon and Central, is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. I'll tell you what I will do is when we when we go out on our next run, I will drive down to that location. We'll take a look at it. If it's something that I can, that's within the county's jurisdiction, and it is some sort of hazard, I'll make a phone call to our health hazmat. But as far as the crime or any of those other things, like we can't really. I won't be able to handle it, other than us mitigating the actual spill if there is such a if it's deemed to be a health hazard. then we'll get the health hazmat to come out and take a look, and they will come up with a plan to clean it up.
Okay, well I can tell you this here. 6 of my cats have died as a result of this chemical, and my exposure to it has my ankles swollen up as big as an elephant.
Okay, now is this like somebody just dumping illegal product on your private lot? Is that what basically is what's happening?
They are pouring it. I mean, every inch of my property has this chemical thrown on it. It's been wiped around my windows. It's been poured on my porch, and I've even posted on YouTube under the title "Toxic Chemicals Flowing on 120th Street" in Los Angeles. So I have visual footage of.
Right. Is there an actual address of the actual what is the actual address?
663 East 120th Street.
663 120th Street. Okay, I will go out. We'll do an investigation. Like I said, if it's not in the county's jurisdiction, then it'll have to be the LA City. Will have to be. If City 46 has showed up, that would be their jurisdiction, and I don't have control over their district because we're Los Angeles County versus LA City. But I will go out and I will check that address. Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much.
All right. Bye-bye.
This is actual footage of how the chemical has flowed in the streets all the way down to Magic Johnson Park. I live between Avalon and Stanford, 5 houses from Stanford. This right here is Wadsworth Avenue, where you're seeing right now on the screen. You see how dark that chemical is? The street sweeper is taking that all the way out. You can even see the browning in the middle of the streets. And it's going all the way over to Magic Johnson Park. Now, I don't know how far LAPD is going to want to go to cover up this huge disaster, but it appears as if they're willing to do it because they want me dead. I need your help to get this all straightened out. Visit my website and please see the video TA005544 live scan documents and another video called The Appellate Court's Involvement in the Scandal. All of this here is to protect Kamala Harris, who now is running with Joe Biden for re-election as Vice President of the United States and Biden as the president. But what she is keeping away from the American people is that not only was her administration in the Bay Area sued for trying a man named Jamal Truelove for a crime in which he was never subject to the investigation, was never arrested, fingerprinted, or anything, who served 7 years in prison, she went on to become Attorney General. And when my case appeared before her, it was plain to her that case number TA005544 had been a mistrial since 1991. Linda Ann Bushling, who was the district attorney, was disbarred as a result of the prosecution of that case. But they left me in prison for 24 years and 3 years on parole for a crime in which I was never arrested for, never fingerprinted, never subject to the investigation. In fact, the original police report was filed against another person by the sheriff's department in 1989. I am trying to get this information out. Please share, like, subscribe to the channel, and let's bring these people to justice. It isn't right that another Ujima Village-like scandal should be looming over the city. I think politicians themselves are subject to justice.